Hey, Eric plays bass. I mean, kind of similar to what I do in my name normally. It's halfway there. It's a baritone guitar from Taylor Guitars, my namesake. Though I do own this one, but I don't own all of them. Darn, maybe someday. Wishful thinking. Anyway, this is a Taylor 320e Spring Limited Edition, a baritone in a dreadnought size. Taylor doesn't normally do dreadnought size baritones. I don't know why. Even though I'm not really a dreadnought player, I respect the volume and the tone that you get from a dreadnought guitar, and this obviously has it. But normally they do a grand symphony, which is kind of I think a larger grand auditorium, maybe a larger lower bout. So maybe Taylor thought they can kind of get the same benefits, I suppose, with that body style with this. But I don't know. It's hard to compete with this. I think full size dreadnought and in a baritone scale and tone. It's tuned B to B normally, and it's a 27-inch scale length. Tropical mahogany top, and then now I don't know how this is pronounced. Sapelli, however you pronounce that, which is I think a type of African mahogany or in the same genus or species. Someone smarter than I can clarify that for us all. But and then I believe just a mahogany neck and ebony fretboard. So pretty standard stuff, other than the Hulk of the Dreadnought. Taylor's, I believe, ES3 expression system. So they have a behind the saddle piezo. So I think it's kind of like a KRK, which is what I prefer on an acoustic anyway. But you do get the controls. You get a volume and I think a treble and a bass. So, but yeah, it's handmade in America, as Taylor's 300 and above series are these days, and it's in really excellent shape. I'm the second owner, and I do believe the first owner just kept it in the case most of its life until it ended up in my possession, where it's also lived in its case most of its life so far. And I'd love to hang on to it, but it's more a guitar than I really need, as is the case often with me. So never learn, right? Musicians never learn. That's just part of the fun. But yeah, this is just a little quick demo of what it might be capable of. Maybe much more in your capable hands, I'm sure. I'm not much of an acoustic player or a baritone player for that, but I'm learning, trying. It's all we can do, right? I think I'm just going to run up and down the neck a little bit and just give you a little more taste. What you heard in the intro was my Biodynamic M201 here and the direct in signal of the guitar. It's going through my pedal board, but there's no pedals on. It's just going straight through. It's all true bypass stuff into my SSL6 mixer, which is just dry. There's no EQ, no nothing. There's some compression on the vocal chain, but there's nothing on the guitar chain. It's just guitar direct through into the board and into my Mo2 M4. And yeah, I'm just going to play through a little bit more. I'm not going to turn any pedals on or nothing. And I'll experiment too. I'll show you what it sounds like with just the mic sound and then just the DI sound. And of course, bear with me. This is a dynamic mic. This isn't exactly the most apt for recording acoustic guitars, but I don't have any small diaphragm condensers at this time, or any decent condensers. Is still better than an AT2020 for what I needed to do. So yeah, I'll go up and down the neck, and then we'll experiment playing a little bit with the mic sound and the DI sound. I'll do my best. That's all I can do. We'll switch over to the DI for going up and down the neck. Now just going back to the mic signal only, no DI. Switching back to the DI. Yeah, there we go. That's about it, really. I mean, I think I covered the ground, and I can try playing a little higher up, maybe, seeing if I can figure out some riffs up there as a little outro. But that's the gist of it, folks. And I hope that if you were considering buying this guitar and you do end up with it, I hope you enjoy it. And they only made these for a limited time in the spring of 2014. It's just a limited run. There are no more of these, as far as I know, being produced ever again. Who knows what the future holds, but Taylor did it for just the spring of 2014, and that was it. So there are some other Dreadnought ones out there, but I really like the sound of this one particularly. So maybe it's just this guitar, maybe it's the whole run. It's probably the whole run, knowing Taylor, but I like this one, and maybe I'll have to hunt another one down when this one goes. So who knows what life holds, right? So yeah, do a little outro, and I'll see y'all next time. I'll turn both the DI and the mic on for it. How about that?